Welcome back everybody, Green Assassin here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 9 of the Revolution SMP server. Still haven't come up with a name for this, so not sure what to call it. This server is set up and run by Pickles and Onions, a fellow YouTuber. Be sure to go check out his channel. Link should be in the description, and he's in my featured list. This server is running the Revolution Modpack, available on the AT launcher. And yeah, so what did we do last episode? Last episode, we set up an Enderman spawner. So that thing's working really good, draining the power like no tomorrow. So yeah, but now I can get ender pearls. Like I said, this is just a temporary setup so that other people and myself can get ender pearls on the server. So it's not the safest setup, it's not the easiest to kill the enderman in and whatnot, and it drains a lot of power. So I gotta work on getting that into a better location. I'm thinking of building a floor below this one with all the spawners and whatnot on it, and maybe automating them, but we'll see. Been playing a little bit around over here with some new stuff. I've got the rock melter running now. I was able to... That is really loud. I was able to get the centrifuge running and the grinder all off of the same 4 steam engines. So we'll quickly go over this. I've got a couple signs here. I'll explain those in a minute. So basically I've got all of this power. Hold on a sec. Let me... blocks. No. Ambient environment. Let's just do that for now. So I've got these 4 engines merging into one shaft junction, and then I've got it into a multi-directional clutch right here. And basically what this thing does is it makes it so that different redstone signals will send it whatever direction you want. So like if it had a 1 redstone signal here, it would go whatever direction you want it, basically. So come on, go back to default. So I've got 2 levers hooked up to this one. So if I want to run the grinder, I flip that lever, my grinder kicks on. And then I can put the canola seeds in there, and it'll grind them up, drop them into the hopper, which will then drop them into the centrifuge. So I've just got that running to a bevel gear to a bevel gear. And then if I flip this switch, shut this one off, this will run power down to this bevel gear, to another bevel gear, to a steel gearbox. I made a new one because I couldn't figure out how to repair the other one, and I had the 16:1 gear anyway, so I figured might as well just make a new one. But this time I have filled it up full of lubricant because I had lubricant already. So, and I've set it to speed mode instead of torque mode because this thing wants the speed in it. And then that runs to another multi-directional clutch. This is a really bad setup. Like, I plan on cleaning this up. I'm just playing around trying to figure some stuff out type things. So, and this multi-directional clutch either goes this way to the rock melter or up to the centrifuge. So if I flip this lever on, the centrifuge will kick on and it will start to turn the husks into lubricant. And I just want to wait until that one's done. This is going to be like a 3-part series right here because, yeah, this is totally not what I had planned for this episode. So now if I flip this lever, the rock crusher will heat up and it gets to just the right temperature. I think it gets to about 10 or 1032 degrees Celsius, and it starts to melt cobble. So I'm happy with that setup for now. Like I said, I'm going to clean it up and try, and I don't know if I want to keep this all on this one set of engines. I might, or I might change it up a bit. I don't know. I'm still playing around with rotary crap, trying to learn all the whatchamacallits for it. So, but anyways, that's not what I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I keep doing that. I installed an elevator and I keep trying to go up my stairs. It's a bad habit. So let me just quickly sleep. And let's go show off what I have done. Now, this took me probably all day to figure out how to set up, and I'm not happy with it. I'm probably going to rip it down because it was a lot of wasted materials, and yeah, I need to go find some more iron. So anyways, I have figured out how I'm going to automate the harvesting of my farm. So I was going to use the robots. I went and made some robots. I'm pretty sure I showed that in a previous episode. I made a planter and a harvester robot, but I come to the conclusion that it's not going to work the way I want it. I'd have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 individual farms for it. So this is kind of what I've got set up right now. I've been playing with it. So these fans from Rotary Craft, these ones here, will blow the crop off once it's matured. And the way I have it set up is I had to make these fans from open blocks because... Did I just crash? Oh, no, just some lag. Come on, recovered. Okay. So these, let's grab our tool out of here. If I right click on one of these, it'll show that it does a 3x2 area. But if you also look, it's got one in the center. So it's like that one blows the hardest, and then out here it'll harvest on these lines, but it doesn't really like to blow on those lines like to the end. So I hooked up these fans to try and help blow the whatever you want to call it, the stuff into the chest. I got 3 hoppers set up here running into the chest, and yeah, I had to make a whole bunch of open block fans, and then I had crafted 8 of these fans, but the power gen that I have set up for this, which is up there, wasn't enough to blow, or for the range to make it all the way down to here, so these last 2 blocks weren't getting harvested. So yeah, I downgraded it to the 2 fans, and yeah. Anyways, let's go take a look at what I've done so far. So, probably be better to go start up here. Like I said, I'm probably going to rip this down because I think I'm just going to use steam engines because I did the math, and to run 8 of those fans, I only need 2 steam engines, I think. So, I just wanted to show you guys what I had been working on and whatnot. I wanted to make this into a nice looking wind tower and whatnot, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. So, yeah. Okay, anyways, I've got 4 fans up here, are wind turbines, and I have them all merging into one center point. So basically, bevel, bevel, shaft, merge, merge, merge. Not the prettiest setup, and then that runs all the way straight down. This is what I mean, like it was a lot of steel to do this, and I couldn't get away with using stone either, because these are putting off 16.38 kilowatts. And if we look at rotary craft and we scroll down and we take a look at this, the max speed that these can handle, oh, that's K-rads though. That's not power. How many K-rads are we running at? Okay, I'm a liar. I could have made them out of stone. That really sucks. But anyways, that runs straight down. Let's go this way. Jump down. Oh yeah, I forgot the fans aren't gonna let me by. That runs all the way down under here, and then I had a split off here where I was gonna put what was I gonna put over here? Oh, I'll get to that later, but why did that turn to stone? Oh, I did that. I had a junction splitting it off here running up into the top, and I have a bucket filler up here, but that didn't work out as planned. But anyways, this runs over here. And then it runs, oh, those fans are killing me. Come on. Runs up here, and then I have these in split power mode. So it splits half the power, or the, power off this direction, and then it splits half of it off this direction. And then I have this one splitting into two to run to each fan, and I have this one splitting off to run into each fan. So I am getting a total of 4.096 kilowatts at 1024 rads per second. These fans only need 1024 kilowatts, but they're running at 4. So when you'll see max or range is 10 minimum, max range is 128 meters. So you basically got to look at the minimum range, and that's only 10, so that's one more than what this is. And the way I had it before at 124 or 1024, it was only like 7 blocks of range. So yeah. But what I want to do is I want to tear all of this out, all of that down, and I think I'm going to run 4 steam engines, 2 to 4 steam engines, and I'm going to run 8 fans. I did the math, and I think I only need 2 steam engines. What does my note say? 8 fans at 4.096 kilowatts equals 32.768 kilowatts. Needed only 2 steam engines needed. I think the steam engines run at 16 kilowatts. Yeah, 16.384 kilowatts per second. So that is what I'm going to do instead. In here, quickly, this bucket filler is pretty much garbage for what I need it for. What I wanted it to do was to take an empty bucket out of here, fill it up, put it back into here, and make me fresh water so I can make salt. But I have found an alternative to making salt, so that will be the second half. I want to get this done in the first half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to rip all of this stuff down except for the garden and all of that stuff down. At least I got lots of shafts now if I need them. And I'm going to come back with you guys and we're going to set up the steam engine setup instead. So I will be back in a second. Okay guys, I am back. I've cleaned everything up now and I have come down here and I made myself a little room. I've set up a little bit of stuff, just the shaft junctions, kind of give me an idea where I want them, just in case I want to add a second set, but I don't think I'm going to. Maybe I should. So I hook up 4. What do I get? I get a range of 10 now. Let's try 2 and see how that works out. So I've already hooked up the pump. I hooked up some pressurized fluid conduit. I'm gonna run this line into this other little room that's over here because I have plans where I need more water for that room too. So that's why I went with the pressurized fluid conduit. Hopefully this pump can keep up to the amount of water that I'm going to need. Time will only tell, I guess. So let's set this up and hopefully we don't light my crops on fire. Because, yeah, that would just be horrible. I need flint and steel, which is almost dead. Can I get 2 strikes out of it? Boom. And boom. Sweet. I got a few more strikes out of it yet. Okay, so now we're going to put these here. That totally did not go the way I wanted it to. Are these filling up full of water? Oh, I just put a bucket of water in it. I'm scared they're gonna blow up. How did I blow them up last time? I think I put cold water in a hot engine, or... Oh well. They blow up, they blow up. And then let's put that one there. And for now, I'm just going to stick this thing on the ceiling just in case I do decide that I want to go that route. Is that the right thing? That's a junction, right? Okay, so this is the output. There we go. They didn't blow up. I'm happy. So we're gonna run the shafts out this way. I need 1 here. And I need a bunch here. And I also need some beveled gears. I'm only gonna hook up 4 of these right now. I'll do the other ones off camera. You guys just need, like, don't need me to, it's getting late. I can barely talk anymore. You guys don't need to see me set up all 8 of them. So I'm just gonna set up the 4 of them. And I will set up the other 4 off camera. Did I do that right? Yep. Stuff is spinning. Okay, so now that that's set up, let's go up here. I'm going to put my fans down. So I put wool here because if you put wool around rotary craft stuff, it makes it quieter. I don't think this is going to be enough wool to actually quiet it all the way down. I plan on putting more across the top, but from what I have researched, it's 3 pieces of wool around a rotary craft piece that makes lots of noise will like cut the sound in half. So yeah. Did I put those in the right spot? Yes, I did. Okay. So now what I want to do is take some beveled gears and just put them along here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go, input is going to be down and output is going to be east. So down, east, down, east, down, east. Okay. I'm gonna put some steel shafts along there. Need my screwdriver, not a bucket. I need screwdriver. So let's rotate these so the red is to the top. As I give you guys epilepsy. There we go. And then almost like a creeper blew up in here. I need some cobble so I can fill the holes. Fill the holes. Stack cobble. That on my hot. No, I want the stack on my hotbar, not one piece. But thanks for trying. Okay, so let's put that stuff down like so. That like so. That was in the wrong spot. Okay, and then I'm going to put 4 more bevel gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these ones are going to input from the west to the up. West, up. West, up. Up. And up. Cool. And then what I can do now is put a junction here. We're going to shift it. Was that a junction? No, it's a bevel. Get rid of the bevels. Get rid of the cobble. Give me that and that. Okay. So we're going to put a junction here. I'm going to switch it to that mode, which is splitting power, and I want it to be even. And I want that to be like that. So now we're going to put another bevel gear here. And I want it to input from the north and output to the east. So north, east. And then I think if I do, I think this is how I did it before. Only want one. Switch you to split mode. I think I want it like that. Put bevel gears here again. No. Bevel gears. What did I say? Input from the north. Output to the east, I think. Let me sleep. And then if I put, how do I do this next part? I can't remember how I did this. I think I can just go like this. Oh, split mode. Yeah, actually that should work just like that. And go bevel gear, bevel. Nope, that could be a shaft. Shaft. North to east. North to east. I think that'll work. Do I need this here? Yeah, because it's got to output to that one and that one. Okay, so next I need another one in split mode, because this one's going to power the other side eventually. Split mode. I think the best setup for this one's going to be like that. because then I can run it off the backside and then hook it up to these guys. And then here I can cut this down like so, and then put a bevel gear here, and we want that to input from the down side to the west side, so down west. Get rid of that. Some shafts down, another beveled gear. Input, output. Input, output. Beveled gear needs input from the east and up. And then just run these along here like so. Oh. Apparently these are all backwards. There we go. And there we go. Oh, only 2 of them are working. Why are only 2 of them working? This one's not working. Did I put the shaft in backwards? There we go. Everything's working now. And that looks like it solved my problem for not getting the stuff to the end of the crops. Sweet. Let's just take a look, because we're using half of that power on the one side. So let's see. 496, 496, 496, and 496. Sweet. That is what I want to see. Push that over to there. Flip that off. Cool. I'm happy with that. Like I said, this is going to be a couple parters because I still have to do the next part, which I don't know if this is going to take 1 or 2 parts, but I'm hoping to get it done in the next part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and prep everything to try and make it so it's only 1 more part for the farm, but it might be 2 more with the amount of setup of crafting and whatnot that I gotta do, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it into the base and all that fun stuff. So let's just grab the wool. I didn't turn my sound back up, so where's the wool? Grab the wool. Oh, that worked right there. You can't even hear them now. That is awesome. Looks a little bit funny with the wool there, but if I take 1 piece off, okay, take 2 pieces off. 3, there we go. Quite the difference. Now unfortunately I can't do that with these guys because the wool will burn. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna set up a sound muffler and put it down there so that I don't have to listen to those things chug along the whole time. So, but anyways, I'm gonna hook up these 4 off camera. It's basically the same setup. The only difference is my power tap comes out of here, so it's just an extra beveled gear or 2. And yeah, I will prep the room for the auto crafting and show you guys how I have worked out the problem with filling up buckets and trying to craft fresh water to get salt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, slap that like button. Helps me out, or helps my channel grow, sorry. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. What else? Favorite, share, comment down below, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.